Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you from wherever you are, wherever you may be in this world. Why not rejoice? Why not be happy when we see such images, when such very, very good? News reaches us from Mali, our neighbor, Mali, a country of the eights. After Burkina Faso, which demonstrated creativity by providing the army with light armored vehicles, as you know, very recently at the 6F exhibition, a Burkinabe company supplied the army with light armored vehicles for which the company spent 24 months working on. After Burkina Faso, it's now Mali's turn. Mali of the AES. These AES countries are in search of their sovereignty. These countries are striving to reclaim their sovereignty. And sovereignty is not achieved with the wave of a magic wand. It is not gained through mere words. It is achieved through the small actions we take every day. Ladies, young ladies and gentlemen, what you see in the image are the brand new military equipment. Productions made 100% in Mali. These two pistols you see here are automatic pistols that have been produced, and they are 100% Malian products. That is to say, they were manufactured using raw materials produced in Mali, specifically steel. They worked using steel as the base material. They completed everything in Mali. So this deserves our applause. We should applaud, we should congratulate Mali. How do we congratulate Mali? By sharing this video as much as possible so that the whole world can see it. Look at Western media and other media outlets. Almost no one is talking about it. Not even almost. No one is talking about it because it has always brought them joy. It has always been a joy for them to see Africa unable to take care of itself, even with the smallest, most insignificant things. And we see it very often on social media. We see them mocking us. They often show videos where the children are working, learning about technology, trying to create things, while our children are in churches, praying and so on, or praying in the streets. Today, Africa has awakened. Even if the process will take a long time, Africa has awakened. And Africa, now awakened and aware, is taking small steps that will become great achievements tomorrow. Just imagine, for example, these pistols made 100% in Mali. Today, they are automatic pistols. What will it be tomorrow? It will be the big brother of the pistol, since it's the same manufacturing method. So it goes without saying that Mali will manufacture its own military equipment. The same goes for armored vehicles. If Burkina Faso has managed to produce an armored vehicle, Mali has not yet produced its own 100% Malian armored vehicle. But they are on the way. Of course, there will be exchanges and sharing of technological knowledge. But Mali has just released a modified pickup truck. What you see here in the image is this pickup truck that has been modified, adapted to the realities on the ground in Mali. Those who are used to fighting terrorists when going out into the field. What happens, what wears them out, etc. They took all of that into account. They readapted the pickup in their own way. So, what you see there on the door is a shield. It's a shield to protect the driver. These shields are on both sides. It speaks from experience. If before they went to the front lines in pickups that only had windows and bullets could go right through the glass, this time, drawing on their field experience, they said, listen, why not put up shields to stop the bullets from getting in? This secures both those on board the vehicle, the team the crew, and makes the missions more effective. But it doesn't stop there. Mali also took the opportunity to make adjustments underneath the vehicle. They made modifications so that the vehicle would be adaptable to the terrain. And on the other hand, they were able to mount a machine gun on the vehicle, on the pickup, which can rotate 360 degrees. That means it can turn on itself. So it's a customized pickup. These are major steps that Mali has just taken. It may seem trivial, it may seem unrealistic, it may seem insignificant. It may look as if, well, it's nothing at all compared to what the Westerners are doing. But what needs to be said is that today, the level where the Westerners are in, they started a very long time ago and were able to learn from their failures and their mistakes. And as difficult situations arose before the Westerners, they used their intelligence to create solutions to the problems they faced. But that's exactly what they did not want to let Africa do. When Africa starts something, we are not encouraged, we are mocked, we are ridiculed, and they even push our fellow Africans to mock us and ridicule us. You see, in most cases, they pretend to congratulate Africans. When a young African takes Chinese bamboo, do you know Chinese bamboo? No, not Chinese bamboo, but the natural bamboo that we find in our various villages. When he takes it, he carves it very well. He builds a plane with it. He shapes it into the form of a plane, and it really looks nice. Do you see them? They say, look, that's a future engineer. They put him on TV and all that. But in reality, they know he missed the point. He's not even on the path to engineering. He's simply an artist, a designer. Because carving bamboo and shaping it into an airplane, yes, that's engineering in a way. But as a designer, he's not applying any engineering that would allow him to make that device fly. We encourage him. But when we've seen in welding workshops, when young people rise up, when geniuses emerge, they put metal together, they shape that metal into an airplane. They add wires, they add batteries. They connect everything. They make it so that it can actually move. They're not invited onto television shows. They don't get congratulated, no one talks about them. Because they know that this person, Yomo, is not just a draftsman. He is a real engineer who, without knowing the techniques they use to build airplanes, draws on his own creativity and creates a plane that can actually move. That bothers them. I don't know if you understand. Compared to the other one, who uses bamboo and doesn't even add any wires. He's just a draftsman. We know that even if he spends 100 years, 1,000 years, he'll never be able to catch up with them. But the other one, who works with metal, what do they use to build airplanes anyway? I think it's aluminum, right? They use wires. They use energy, techniques to power them. So the young African who works in welding, they know that if he is encouraged, he will succeed. They don't want Africa to unlock the mystery. That's why we must stay focused. Even if it's something small, a little thing, a little needle that one of our states manages to produce. We need to encourage, we need to congratulate, we need to show this to the whole world. They say when it rains, it's surely just little drops that fall, but it's those little drops that fill up basins and even create runoff that looks like streams or arms of the sea. So little by little, the bird builds its nest. So ladies and gentlemen, that was the top story in international news. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I'll be back with more news for you shortly. This was the voice of Robert Théa.